When I turned 18, I vividly remember just sitting in my bed, like the night of, like the midnight that I turned 18, and just thinking like, oh, there's so much I can do now, I'm an adult, I have responsibility now. I felt a bit like a bum, but I was 18, I'm grown now, I gotta make decisions, and everything I do from now on affects my life and my life only. And I was fine with that thought. It's a daunting thought to really think about it when you're a kid going into adulthood, but I was fine with that responsibility. But now, we have 18-year-olds whose first thought on their 18th birthday was, let me start an OnlyFans. Mind you, I just turned 18 almost 2 years ago, so I'm not even 20, but I literally just turned 18 not too long ago in the scheme of things, and I already feel old, like this is my generation, this is my peers, my people. Like, I can't talk to them like I'm talking down. Like, this is who the people I grew up with, this is my age range, so this is within our generation. So it's not like I'm judging or I have some moral superiority over everyone and I'm much older than everyone. No, like, I feel that the situation is unprecedented. Like, we've never had this before, and it's all new to us. And I just want to speak on my opinion because I feel as if this effect is gonna have a long-term effect on our generation, specifically this epidemic, as I'm calling it, of 18-year-olds starting OnlyFans. It's insane. It's like, how is it that you were just 17 and your first thought when you're legally allowed to make your own decision is, let me go sell my naked pictures online for some money? And I'm not, as I said before, I'm not going to judge because I don't really know anyone's situation. So I feel as if there are certain people who feel as if that's their only resort or their life. And if you have to make an OnlyFans, I think everyone has to remember this. You have to treat people with grace. If you're making an OnlyFans, something clearly went wrong somewhere. And I'm not here trying to hate on anyone doing what they want, but you can't convince me that sex work is some empowering thing that's meant for women and, oh, I'm just looking to make money. No, I feel as if something went wrong somewhere for you to consider selling your body online without realizing the repercussions that you will be facing after this. And I think this is the real catalyst to this kind of epidemic, that no one talks about the consequences. No one talks about the bad side of doing this stuff. Everyone just sees it, oh, I'm making money because I have tits and ass. No one talks about, oh, what if you fail? You've basically posted all your nudes online for everyone to see for $1, and now you can't get a job. Now you can't do anything after, and that's stuck to your name forever. Like, being a failed OnlyFans art person must be so demoralizing. Like, you basically put your body on the internet, and basically people have basically said, I'm not paying to see that shit. Which is, on one part it's pretty funny, but on another part it's like, oh, like, now you're fucked and you didn't even reach your goal. And you're so young at 18, like, you don't know where life is even taking you. You didn't even give life a chance, is my issue. I'm just like sad. I'm like, you didn't even give life a chance to work out on its own, or maybe try something else, or try something you're passionate with. Your first thought was, what's the easiest way I can make money? Which is pretty sad. It is pretty sad. And like, where are the parents is my issue. Like, who is this parent that let their kid, because at 18 you're not like moving out and like living on your own, like, or you've been financially independent. No, when you're 18 you probably still live with your parents, or you're probably still around your parents. And like, who are the parents allowing their kids just to make OnlyFans? It's like the stage you've gotten to where we're just comfortable with this. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, just think back to what it was, not even 20 but 10 years ago. Like, what parent would let their kid make an account basically to show off their whole body? Like, where are the parents in this situation? Are they okay with this? Like, is it behind their back? And it's just kind of weird. It's like, what are we doing to stop this? And I realize it's hard for parents because you can't monitor the every move of your child, especially nowadays where we're so online that there's so many things that your kid knows about the internet that you don't. So you're kind of inept. Like, this is their stomping ground, so there's not much you can do. But I feel as if there is a sort of responsibility on these older OnlyFans models, like these Karina Koffs and the Sky Breeze of the world, the real popular ones, to kind of warn girls about what they're getting into. Because you hear them always say, I regret doing this, I regret doing that, but they never talk about it or actually take this seriously. I feel as if you guys have this regret, or you guys understand what signing up to this means, you guys have this responsibility to kind of warn these young girls, kind of mentor them and be like, hey, there is another path. Or if you really want to do this, maybe wait and give life a try first, because when you do this, when you decide to post about the internet, you've kind of cut off a lot of things, a lot of opportunities that you could have had in life. You kind of like ended a lot of things, you know. And this goes beyond just like working or like your family relationships. Like in the future, when you have relationships like with people, obviously, like you see nowadays, like there's this like trend of these alpha male people who are just really cucks, who will wife these OnlyFans things and these prostitutes and be like, oh, this is my girl and shit. Like, even though they're just there because of the lifestyle and because you pay them. But all these OnlyFans girls and these people doing this stuff, like when it's time to settle down or it's time to, you know, get married and have kids, what do you do then? You know, you have to be honest. You have to tell like your partner that, oh, I've done OnlyFans before, and like 9 times out of 10, actually these days probably 7 or 8 times out of 10, the guy's gonna be like, I'm not really interested in being with you, no matter how good you are, no matter how great of a person you are, you know. I don't think if you do OnlyFans, you're a bad person. Like, no, not at all. Like, you're posting your tits, like, you didn't kill fucking kids, you know. But also, you have to realize that a lot of people won't agree with your lifestyle. And a lot of people that you want to probably be in your life won't agree with your lifestyle. So you are losing opportunities. And it's kind of sad because I feel as if as generations go by, like, there'll be less options for men, and I feel as if less men, and it's this kind of what causes this kind of incel thing, this kind of incel movement. I feel as if sex work and this incel movement is so tied together, and no one wants to talk about it. Like, all those things have a direct effect on each other, you know. And now you have to kind of choose. Do you want to sell your body online for millions of incels to make money? You'll be very rich, you know. So at the end of the day, like, if that's what your goal, go ahead. Or maybe you want to try life and have a normal life, and, you know, see what can take you, because you are more than just your body. I feel as if like these people, they're like, oh, you know, I'm young, I'm hot, why not I just like start posting myself. But it's kind of sad. It's like, why is that your thought? You know, why is that your intrinsic value? Why is that your first thought? What about, hey, I'm young, I'm smart, I have potential in life, let me do something, let me actually do what I want to do, you know? A lot of these girls just want to be influencers and kind of chose the easiest path to get in with the crew. But yeah, you know, I just feel as if we need to take more steps to protect young girls, especially if you're 25 and you start an OnlyFans. Like, would I agree with it? It's not up to me. I don't really care, but not really. But it would make more sense to me than an 18-year-old who just turned 18. So you were 17 yesterday and you open an OnlyFans account. That is just so weird to me, you know. And it's just sad. It's just sad. Also, huge side note, just like the video's over. I just want to say something. Do you guys see like some of these OnlyFans models who will like have their bio and then put 18 or 19, like, and then they're just clearly not? I'm like, no, you're not. You know, you just aren't 18 or 19. That's fine. You know, you're much older than that, but it's cool. But why are you lying about being an 18 or 19 to attract men? That's pretty weird. I don't know. Like, now I'm just thinking about it. Is it like just men are just predatory, or is it like women just like think that's what men like? Because every time I say, I'm like, you're not 18 and you're lying about being 18 to sell sex. That's weird. Good night.